For centuries, power at sea was simple to understand. The biggest ships ruled the oceans. Thick armor meant survival. Massive guns meant dominance. If a navy wanted control, it built larger battleships and lined them with steel and firepower. That belief survived world wars. It survived technological change. And for generations, admirals trusted one truth. If you could see the enemy, you could fight them. And if your ship was strong enough, you could survive the hit. Then one missile proved all of that wrong. It was not beautiful. It was not fast by modern standards. It did not carry the honor or prestige of a battleship. But it carried something far more dangerous. Carried the end of an era. After World War II, the oceans entered a new age. The Cold War divided the world, and navies became tools of deterrence as much as combat. The United States built massive carrier groups. The Soviet Union faced a hard reality. Could not match American fleets ship for ship. So instead of building bigger ships, Soviet engineers chose a different path. They focused on a weapon that could kill from a distance. A weapon that did not care about armor. A weapon that could turn small ships into giant killers. That weapon was the anti-ship missile. The breakthrough came with a missile known as the P-15 Termit, called Styx by NATO. By modern standards, it was crude, large, noisy, and slow. But it could do something no naval gun ever could. Could fly low over the sea. Could stay hidden beneath radar. And it could strike from beyond the horizon. In October 1967, the world learned what that meant. The Israeli destroyer INS Eilat was patrolling the Mediterranean. It was modern, confident, and well-armed. Its crew had no reason to believe they were in danger. Along the Egyptian coast, small missile boats waited. They fired for missiles. There was almost no warning. The missiles slammed into the Eilat with explosive force. Fire spread through the ship. Systems failed. The crew fought to save her, but it was hopeless. The destroyer sank. For the first time in history, a warship had been destroyed by missiles fired from far beyond visual range. Navies across the world went silent. If a destroyer could be killed this easily, then no ship was safe. Not cruisers. Not carriers, not even battleships. In one night, centuries of naval doctrine collapsed. Armor no longer meant survival. Guns no longer meant control. What mattered now was detection, reaction time, electronics, information. Small ships suddenly became deadly. Coastal nations could threaten global powers. The sea was no longer ruled by size, but by sensors and missiles. The United States responded immediately. Warships were redesigned. Radar systems grew larger and more complex. Missile defenses became standard. Close and weapon systems were added as a last line of defense, firing thousands of rounds per minute to stop incoming threats only seconds from impact. Battleships, once the kings of the ocean, became relics. The missile had won. Every conflict that followed confirmed the lesson. In the Falklands War, missiles struck British ships. In the Persian Gulf, fleets operated under constant missile threat. Decades later, even a modern cruiser in the Black Sea would be lost to guided missiles. Naval warfare had changed forever. Today, ships fight battles long before the enemy is visible. Satellites track movement. Radar scans the horizon. Electronic warfare blinds sensors. Guided by data rather than human sight. The most powerful naval weapon ever created was not a ship. It was not a carrier. It was a missile small enough to fit on a launcher, fired from beyond the horizon, guided by electronics instead of courage. It ended the age of naval gunfire, and it began an era where information is deadlier than steel. Once that missile flew, the oceans were never the same again.